Welcome back to the channel, Countrepreneur Sales. I love this channel, right? It's so much fun for me because I get to talk about sales and teach my favorite people in the world, accountants, bookkeepers, and tax pros, everything that I know, all right? Well, listen, I think one of the biggest problems that I hear a lot of the time is too much educating going on, okay? You don't want to turn a sales call into a classroom, right? Understand this, the more you explain, guys, the less people buy, okay? So the more I'm explaining what my services are with no outcome, and I'm talking, educating, the less people buy. So today I'm going to teach you why over-explaining kills trust. It's going to destroy urgency and keeps you stuck hearing what? Let me think about it. So if you master this lesson, your closes will go through the roof, and you need a pencil and paper when you're watching my videos. All right? Remember, this is me teaching you, okay? This is me teaching you. I need you to get on the calls and lead people, okay? This makes my main point right here. Today we're talking about one of the biggest mistakes I hear all the time, which is you becoming a professor. I need you to become a general and lead people. Okay, so something I want to talk about today is a trap accountants fall into. All of you are so smart, very smart, okay? So when prospects ask questions, you guys, what do? You go into explanation mode because you're analytical people. And you think that's what other people want to hear. But understand this, most people aren't analytical. You are, that's why you do what you do, right? What do you start talking about when people are asking questions? You go into explanation mode. What's that kind of look like? You start talking about tax law, bookkeeping process, software, reconciliations, compliance, payroll, entity structures. And what you're thinking is that, hey, if I explain this well enough, they'll buy. What, are you going to educate them to death? You want to close them. There's a difference. So because prospects do not buy when they understand accounting better, okay? Understand this. Prospects do not buy when they understand accounting better, okay? They buy when they understand their problem better. That's the difference. So people buy emotionally. A business owner is not laying awake at night thinking, wow, I really wish someone would explain bookkeeping workflows to me. No, what they're thinking is, why am I always broke? Why does tax season stress me out? Why do I feel out of control? Why am I working nonstop but making no money? Why is business disorganized? All of that's emotional pain. You need to draw on that. Pain creates urgency. Logic justifies it. Emotion moves. If you want to close more deals, you need to stop sounding like a professor and start sounding like a leader. Okay? Here are some good sales questions for you. The best sales questions. That's what you should put this. This is probably my favorite one, because there's always two paths. Okay? What happens if nothing changes over the next 12 months? Just watch what happens. Okay? Just watch what happens. Just watch what happens. What happens if nothing changes over the next 12 months? We got two routes they can go. One's using your services. We fix all those problems. Or they're going to stay on the same path. More stress, more confusion, more lost money, more chaos, more overwhelm. And that is where the decision happens. So not during your explanation of Schedule C deductions. You got to start thinking about it more, okay? You got to start following a formula. Write this down, the elite closer frame. So what you want to get away from is explaining services, okay? And you want to get really good at explaining consequences. That's a big shift. So just think, they already know what I do. And I'm just telling them. Well, what happens if we don't use me? Consequences. So instead of saying we do monthly reconciliations and financial reporting, what I want you to say is this instead. Hey, if nobody is helping you understand your numbers, your business can grow for years while staying financially broken. This hits harder. Because now they feel the problem, right? Now they feel the problem. I have a video. It's called Stop Info Dumping. Let's talk about that for a minute here. Okay. A confused mind does not buy. So when you're just vomiting at the mouth on everything you can do without explaining outcome and without understanding why they're with you today, so you can tailor what you're saying to solve their problems, and paint the picture of the future where those are fixed and they have more time and money? Okay. When you overload people with information, understand that they slow down, they hesitate, they're going to mentally retreat. Okay? They want more time. All right? And then you lose momentum. So you do not need to explain every feature that you have. You need to connect the feature to an outcome. Okay? You don't want to say like what you're going to get today, or when you sign on with us, you're going to get bookkeeping, payroll, and tax planning. This is what you want to say instead. Hey John, this gives you clarity, it saves time, it lowers stress, and helps you make more of the money you're already working hard for. Okay? That's outcome selling. That's the game, right? Here's the real truth. Most prospects are not buying your accounting. You can have all the fancy degrees in the world. Sure, some will buy because of that, but who cares? If they talk to you and they're going to walk away with a few things that they're going to buy from you, what they're buying is certainty, confidence, peace of mind, growth, freedom, control, and that's what elite salespeople understand. And once you realize this, your conversations are going to completely change. Okay, so if this video helped you, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. This channel is about turning accountants into closers and business owners into leaders. Remember, guys, people don't pay for information, okay? They pay for transformation. So get good at communicating the transformation of using your services. Go out there and dominate, and I'll see you in the next one.